In this video we are going to learn about how to assign variables and advanced mathematical operations. Now here we assign 27.1 to this variable, right? This is actually a number, this is string. Why? Within inverted comma. This string is assigned to this variable. Now memory hold area and name variable with these values. Now we can issue this command, text window dot write line within the bracket area. So then the answer 27.1 get printed here, and here ADA get printed. Now exercise 2. Area equal 6 multiplied by 21. So this value will be assigned here. Name equal, we are adding 2 strings, right? This how you can add strings separately. Ada, Lovelace. Finally these two will be added together and printed. Now the next point here we need to learn the new thing. Now see here, text window write line within the inverted comma. We are asking the programming code, we need to print this as it is. Area is, right? This is the format we are using. Always after this string value, if you want to print the actual variable value here, always you use the plus sign and just give the variable name. That's all. Now this code print area is multiplied by the value is there, no, that value get printed here. No plus mark will be shown. This is just the command, right? It will just take this string and this value and display. So practically you can see, right? Write these two line and you can verify it. Then we can input values, right? To this programming code you can input values. Whatever the you input, you can assign a variable and place the value in that variable. Now see here, text window write line enter your name. So this get printed, right? Now as you run the program, this is the first line, the enter your name. Then I am assigning a variable here, name equal text window dot read. This is the command to read. Once you provide this command, the programming code wait for the input. Read mean it's wait for the input to read. So soon after this, whatever the value you enter, immediately it goes here. Text window write line, your name is, whatever the name you given here get printed. Very simple. As you run the program, this get printed. Then you will be entering the name, right? Once you enter the name, this read command will take that name and place it here. Finally you are printing all together, your name is and this variable. So whatever the name you entered get printed here. You can practically verify it and see. Then here text window write a question mark. A question mark. That means write a, provide value for the a. A is equal text window read number, right? That means definitely we are going to assign a numeric value, right? That's what the command indicates, reading a numeric value, read number. Then line by line only execute, no? After executing this, it will execute this. Then after it will execute this. Then next it display B question mark. Then whatever the value we enter, it will be assigned to B. Now A is holding one value, B is holding another value. Then we can say text window write a plus b equal, within the inverted comma, this definitely going to print as it is, right, because within the inverted comma. Now we need to see what is the difference between right and right line. Right mean it will take a new line. Right line mean whatever the line we use, everything get printed here. So here say right, do this, then write, print this, then read the number, then text window plus right, not right line. So then a plus b equal, this get printed, this get printed, then text window, right line, a plus b, whatever the value we assign for a and b, here it will add up and give the answer, right. Then few advanced math functions we can see here. To find the larger value, we can compare it and find. Now here we are using 15 and 10, so this is the command used here. The larger of the number 10 and 15 is, right, within the inverted comma you give, then this get printed as it is. Then soon after this plus what is in the variable, right, variable sense. Here the math function is used to identify which one is greater. So always whatever the number we are using as argument, you need to write within the bracket, and this command should be used, math dot max. So definitely 15 going to get printed. Now random number mean the computer can generate automatic numbers, random numbers. A random number between 1 and 10 is, so this is the command we are using, math get random number, take 10 numbers, that's the meaning. Then absolute value mean it is not going to consider minus. The absolute value of 500, this is a plus, what is the math function, math dot abs. So even if you provided with 500 minus 500, answer will be 500 once you use the abs. Then decimal values, right, the ceiling of 4.02 is, right, then this get printed because this is within the inverted comma. Then you say plus, and this variable is given, math ceiling function. So ceiling mean it will take the next value. Now 4.02, it will take the next value 5. Similarly we can use flow as well. Flow not going to take the next value, flow will take the lower value. So here for next round of value is 5, so ceiling will take 5 and flow will take 4. Then certain math function, now we know what is pi, right, for 2 pi r squared we use with calculations, no. Now that also included here. If you type math.pi, it will give the value for pi. Then now you see here next one, 5 raised to the power of 3, right. So you can write here simple, math.power, 5 is the base, this is the power. Then square root, no need to explain, right, very simple. This is the math function, always math come, then particular function we have to provide. Then remainder, right, remainder you can see here 10 divided by 4. If you give this command, after dividing whatever the remainder only get printed to find the remainder after dividing. Then math round, right? You can use math round as well to get the round up value, omitting the fraction part. The number of times 10 must be raised to get to 1000, right? Now taking 10 and we need to provide the power, right, to get 1000. So simply you can put math log 1000, then you will get the answer. The next one, the number of times 2.718 must be raised to get to 1000 is, then the command is math natural log, right? So we can view the answers here. The number of times 2.718 must be raised to get to 1000 is 6.9. Now this advanced mathematical function we can easily apply, right? Once you practice once or twice after watching the video, no need to worry at all. You will clearly understand. Stay tuned for the next video. Gradually we'll be increasing for loop, while loop and other options as well. At the end you should be able to program on your own, so keep it in your mind. So therefore the time is very very important. Pay good attention, and at the end we need to practice it and see whether I understood everything clearly. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next video.